Once again, Lucy here. I welcome you to our weight management products. We have a range of them in New Image. And people will always say, me, I need weight loss. For us, we call it weight management because in life, we have two types of weight. There are those who are overweight, they need to reduce weight. There are those who are underweight, they need to add on some weight. So we combine it and call it weight management. And weight management, it is not one day journey. It is a journey you go through life. Because some people, they prefer say, I'm going to use your products, and they just want to sit down and the products do miracles. No. When it is weight management, we have to go by lifestyle all the time in our lives. And I am glad to start with Fiber Max. When we are doing weight management, we need this Fiber Max, and it helps us to give us the fibers we need in the body, because the fibers are very essential to make our bowel movement very soft, to make sure what is not supposed to remain in the body is corrected and moves out, so that we remain with what we need as fat, which is healthier to keep us warm. We need fat in the body, yes, because it helps us to keep warm. It helps us to nourish our body. When a person doesn't have enough fat, you find that they will be pale. They will not have a skin which is not healthy. It's like when you go to buy a meat, whether cow or goat, and it doesn't have enough fat which is recommended, it will be looking very miserable. So even our bodies need the level of fat to function healthy. So it will come and help if you have constipation. It will come and open the bowel movement, and you pass it out when. If you have diarrhea, again it will close those outlets that the food was not digested well, to make sure it is passing out in terms of diarrhea, again to bring it back to balance and you are normal. This Fiber Max is going to help anybody to have enough fibers to be able to function, because the fibers helps in immunity also. The fibers help as colon cleanser. They go direct to the colon and they help us to remain full as well. When you are taking Fiber Max, when you are eating foods which are having high content of fiber, you don't feel hungry. In a process, when you are on weight management, it helps you not to be craving for carbohydrates, which brings in a lot of glucose, which turns into bad fat that makes people obesity, and they have all kinds of issues. Recently, I learned that once you are obese, your immunity is bad. The bones are weak. The upper part is heavier, it can't carry, the legs can't carry it. That's why you see when people, they are walking, they are breathing through the mouth, they cannot walk far, they are very tired, they cannot run, because the heavy part of their body is up and they cannot balance. Gone are the days when we used to look at a fat person and we think they are healthy, they are rich, they have a lot of money. No, it is a problem, it is a sickness, and I'm going to tackle lifestyles at the end that we must keep to maintain our weight management. So Fiber Max is one of them that will help us when we want to reduce weight, when we want to increase our fiber in the body, because most of the times the fibers we need, we don't get them. We are recommended to eat oats. There are very few people who eat oats. We are recommended to get fibers from sweet potatoes, even when they are not peeled. Irish potatoes, when they are not spilled. We are supposed to get the raffages from the outer cover of the maize, but most of the portion and the porridge of maize we are taking now, the first outer skin is removed and we only get the pure carbohydrate inside. So we are doing badly that you cannot miss. Get in touch with our Fiber Max to be able to fill up the level of fiber that you need for the body, because it is a strong component that the carbohydrates will need in order to be digested very well, as it lowers the speed at which the carbohydrates are metabolized, are digested, are absorbed in the body. So it is very essential for us to have it. The next product is Ultra Diet, because we are doing nutritional kind of weight management to reduce. Ultra Diet comes in with a whole package of proteins, full of proteins at a high content, because most of the times when we are eating food, even when we go to hotels, even in our homes, we don't do what we learned in school as balanced diet. We put a lot of carbohydrates, the portion, the millet, the chapati, the rice, the potatoes, the cassava, a heap on the plate. And when carbohydrates in form of sauce, we put just 2 pieces of meat with no soup or some little beans, and we think we have taken proteins. It's not enough. It is supposed to be much. I remember when I was growing up, they used to give us those bowls, the deep plates, where you have full about 6 pieces of meat, and then the bowl is full of soup. You take it and you feed it. But these days, because we try to be economical, we are depriving ourselves of the proteins. And once you don't have proteins, the body is not built up. That's why we are having a lifespan which is reducing on a high speed, because our bodies are not given body building foods. So you come and get it in Ultra Diet. It has 22 essential minerals that will keep you full again. You take it in between the meals, you don't stop the meals, and it will help you to keep you full, such that when you come to eat the food, you eat little, because you need little carbohydrates to be able to move more, but this one keeps you full and healthy. It will help also people who have craving for sugar, people who have craving for alcohol, people who have craving for smoking, for those marijuana and cocaine, because in their bodies there is something which is missing. It is the body is demanding. So when you take it, it will just fill you up, and the person will say, I used to eat that much, now I have reduced. I used to crave to drink alcohol, now I don't feel I need it, because it has given you enough proteins that are building your body, which you think you needed the sugar, the sweetness, which is processed, and in the end it turns into bad sucrose, which will be unhealthy for our bodies. Sugar is one of the killing silent disease that people don't know. Our next product is carb bar. Carb bar, in short, it means carbohydrate balance. As I said, in Africa, in most of our communities, we eat a lot of carbohydrates. We don't eat vegetables, we don't take fruits, especially we old people. We think fruits and vegetables are for children. You leave those ones. I cannot eat millet with my meat, and then you tell me to add on an avocado. It's high time we need it. So because of the high carbohydrate content we have in our bodies, it becomes too much for the body to carry. That's why it turns into bad fat, and then we get a lot of problems with our nerves. We develop different sicknesses. This one will cut off the unnecessary sugar in the body and measures for you what the brain needs in order to function. If you are out there and you are a person who eats food for lunch, and in the next 10 minutes you are dozing on your desk, you need carb bar to remove the sugars which you have taken in the carbohydrates and remain with what you need to work with in the course of the afternoon. Many people don't know this. They think sleeping is normal. It's not normal. It's because the carbohydrate is too much. Now it is demanding the body to go at rest. So we need it even if you are not doing weight management, because we already have a lot of glucose, a lot of carbohydrates in our body to cut it. You take it 30 minutes before food, it will begin burning out the carbohydrate, the sugars which are excess, and then the ones you are getting in the new food you are eating, it will already discard it out, not to enter into the system. So you are most welcome to use Carb Bar. It is a good product. We have Shape Up. When we talk about Shape Up, it works in two ways. It works as a meal replacement for the people who want to lose weight. You choose among the 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, and supper. You miss one meal and mix the Shape Up and you take it. Again, it has that high content of proteins that the body needs, and some minerals and some vitamins to keep the body healthier without adding in the carbohydrates. It makes you feel full, that you don't long to eat food again. And we have it in 2 types. We have the chocolate form, we have the strawberry. They do the same function. It is a matter of the taste and preference of someone. They will pick according to what they feel they need to taste about. And then for those who wants to add on weight, you find a person there who is underweight. According to the kilograms and according to their age, they have very few kilograms. You take it and you eat food, so that it will help you to prepare you for proper absorption of what you are eating, so that you are able to increase the kilos you want. Now, when you are on weight management, it doesn't work alone to use products, because the products are helping you to work from inside, but you need to support them with the following things. Our lifestyle, when you are doing weight management, number 1 is you have to do exercises. Exercises are very good again for the body to relax, the body to break down the unnecessary stiffness. That's why you see that we say the people who run, the people who do exercise, they don't grow old, because the whole body is exercised, the muscles, the bones, every part is involved and is vigorous. And we don't say that you have to go to gym. If you can go to the gym, it's okay. But you can run slowly, jogging, you can walk. Personally, I walk a distance of from Zambia to town, to Kampala Boulevard, Kampala Road, right here, opposite post office. I walk in the morning, I walk in the evening, and I learned this during COVID. It made me even become better than how I used it to be, because I used to be fatigued, I used to be heavy, but that walking of COVID taught me that I am healthy now, and I maintained it up to now, and it is very good. So you can choose to have an evening, in the morning you walk around, and make it a point that at least every day I would do an exercise. You can jump the rope in your house, you can dance, anything that can make you sweat is very good as an exercise. Don't think it is for only the primary children, put them in the compound and they are doing PE. Each one of us need it. And then also the amount of food we eat. Whether you are on weight management or not, you need to reduce the carbohydrates on your plate to be a quarter. And then the other half of it should be fruits and vegetables, the vitamins. And then the other quarter, slightly more than quarter even, reducing from the carbohydrates should be proteins, so that those vitamins and those proteins will be able to help the carbohydrates to be broken down and be balanced. Whenever you eat carbohydrates which are more than the others, they overshadow and create a lot of glucose, which will turn into bad fat. So another lifestyle is eating food on time, especially supper. Whether you're on weight management or not, when you eat food late, the enzymes are working, all the internal organs are working, you are not at rest even when you sleep, they remain working. That's why you wake up in the morning, you are tired, you are yawning, you feel you need to sleep more because the food were being digested and broken down while you are sleeping. And it is one way which makes us grow old, because the internal organs determine on how our health is. Last but not least on our lifestyle, also the sleeping. We were taught, but many times what we do, we learn, we don't apply. We are supposed to sleep 8 hours a day, but most of us, we spend time watching TV, and you sleep at midnight, at 1, and you know according to your schedule you are waking up at 5. Some of us carry computers home, we continue working. Please, sleep is very essential. That's when the body recovers, the body repairs itself, the nerves are being repaired, the cells are working to produce new cells when we take colostrum, and it will work very well and healthier for us. Again, I don't miss up the lifeline. It works in all categories, that when you are going to do weight management, we recommend you as part of the lifestyle to use lifeline at first. You take it so that it cleanses, it fixes the gut in the stomach, so that when you are beginning to take the other products of weight management, they will find proper absorption, they will find proper digestion when it is already repaired and restored by lifeline. So again, all our products of weight management, apart from carb bar, the rest of them, they are powdered, including lifeline, and they will need the turbo shaker, which has the proper amount of water you need to put in order to mix each one of them, have the milligrams that you need. Some can go with 200, others 250, others can go to 150. So it is already prepared and measured, that when you put water, you know where it is must stop. And so with all that, we really need to work together and help ourselves such that our age and our weight will balance, will match what we call body mass index, so that we live healthier. Don't look at a smaller person and say this one is not fat. When we put you on a metabolic machine, it will tell you how much fat you have, how much water you have drunk, how much cholesterol you have in the body, and you need to work on it. Because it is not the physical smallness, but it is what is inside your body, on your nerves, in your skin, that makes you sick. And when you are already big, then you already have an issue to work on, so that you have the proper measurement. The machine will tell you. If you are obese, it will tell you. If you are perfect, it will tell you. And you don't need to struggle. And we are all welcome. You can use them very well, like people who have constipation and they are not doing management, weight management, they can still use Fiber Max and it will open for them. People who have craving and addictions for the sugars, the alcohol, this one, as I said, Ultra Diet will do for them, even if they are not on weight management. People who have problems when you are traveling, you are not sure of what you are going to eat on the way, you don't know which meat is it for the cow or for the dog, you go with your shape up. When it is time to eat lunch, you are in the bus, you open your shape up, mix it, you drink it, and it gives you that feeling of the lunch. You are full, you reach home where you are going to eat your supper, and you are well to go. carb will continuously balance our sugars. So we can use them independently and we can use them in a combination when we are on weight management package. And people say, why do you have to use many products and yet we need one? Each one of them have a component they do. Sometimes people lose weight and then you find that the body is falling, it is sluggish. Ultra diet will come in and fix it and make the body tight and the elasticity is maintained, so that when you are losing the fat inside, it will keep you together and you will still look healthy, because there is colostrum in it that will give you that renewal and that rejuvenation of the body. Thank you very much.